Alright guys, looking right here. What are complementary angles? Well, we talked about it earlier in the previous instructional video that complementary angles are two or more acute angles that add together to equal 90 degrees. Can you combine like terms? We're going to look at that down here on number 2. And can you solve a one or two step equation? Remember, we use SAD of add, subtract, divide, multiply. Do the inverse operation. If it's subtracting, you add. Adding, subtracting, dividing, multiply, multiply, divide. What are complementary angles? Well, let's look here. We got 90. So we know that there's a two acute angles add together to be 90 degrees. 52, 38 equals 90 degrees. 40, 50 equals 90. And right here, we have a missing one. So we're just going to say 90 minus 78. And that's going to give us 12 degrees because two acute angles equal 90 degrees. That is our definition for complementary. Can you combine like terms? So we combine like terms. I circle my H's here. I got 6H and H gives me 7H. Negative 4B, negative 2B gives me negative 6B. So I got 7H minus 6B. Can you solve a one-step equation? Yeah, we just talked about it earlier. So remember, add, subtract first. X over 2 plus 5 equals 10. Opposite of plus 5 is minus 5. Minus 5 gives me 10. These two cancel out right here. 10 minus 5 is 5. X over 2, opposite of divide by 2 is multiply by 2. 5 times 2 is 10. And that is my solution to that one. And if we want to, we can plug it back in. Over here, we have two angles. Now, this is what we're talking about right here. Now, instead of putting angles in here, they put expressions. So we got x plus 5x minus 30. Same thing over here. We know that's 50 plus 40 equals 90. So this is just x plus 5x minus 30 equals 90 because we know this is a complementary angle. We're finding the different degrees here. And I already have them here. So we got x plus 5x minus 30 equals 90. Combine our like terms. X plus 5x is 6x. Minus 30 equals 90. Alright, solving a one step now. We just combine like terms, made it a one step. So I say plus 30, 120. Alright, and then 6 is multiplying by x, so we divide by 6. And x equals 20. So I got this angle right here. That is angle ABN. That is 20 degrees. If I take 20, I plug it back into this expression. 5x minus 30. 5 times 20 is 100 minus 30 is 70. So now I have both angles, and if you check them, 70 plus 20 is 90. Now, example number 2, we have another complementary angle, BAS, so, and SAT. SR plus 30 plus 3R. 3R plus 2R plus 30. Notice how I put my R's together because I know I'm going to have to combine them anyways. 3R plus 2R is 5R. Alright, 5R plus 30 equals 90. We just combined our like terms, made it a two-step equation. Plus 30, opposite of plus 30 is minus 30. Minus 30 from both sides, 90 minus 30 is 60. Alright, 5 times x, the inverse of that is divide by 5. Divide by 5, 60 divided by 5 is 12. Alright, so when R equals 12. So right here, let's plug it back in. 12 times 3 is 36. 12 times 2, 24 plus 30 is 54. And add those together right there, and you get 90 degrees. Alright. Right here. Can you use previously learned knowledge to find unknown angles? We just did it. Alright, so right here we have a triangle. And we have learned that a triangle equals 180 degrees based on a triangle angle sum theorem. So we can find this angle right here. So we have 45 and 45. So we got 45 plus 45 plus x equals 180. 45 and 45 is 90 plus x equals 180 minus 90 minus 90 for both sides. That's just a basic one step. And x equals 90. But that's just this angle. But if you watch the first video, we know that these two are vertical angles. So therefore, this angle also is 90 because they're across from each other and they're the same angle measure. Okay? There we go. There's it. Worked out right there. Here's another one right here. We got a triangle. We know it equals 180. So we got 60 plus 90 plus x, which is our missing angle right here, equals 180. All right, 90 plus 60 is 150 plus x equals 180 minus 150 minus 150 x equals 30. But that's just for the triangle. Notice these two lines make a straight line, and we talked about in our last video that is 180 degrees, which these two are called supplementary angles right here that are right next to each other. Supplementary angles. These two are supplementary angles. So you just say 180 minus 30 gives me 150 for x. Now it's pretty easy when you're dealing with triangles, because if I just added these two up and got 150, well, and I subtracted from 180, it gives me 30. I know that this is going to be 152, because I got 150 and these two add together 150, because the triangle is 180 and the straight line is 182. All right, or as well, they're both 180. All right. If you want to, you can go on here and get some extra practice for these type of angles. Choose angles in geometry section. All right. Thank you. Make sure you're writing this stuff on a separate sheet of paper. This won't be on your graphic organizer. You can, if you fit on your graphic organizer, you can go ahead and put it on there.